Good morning. It's time to get InTouch. InTouch is a public affairs show dedicated to improving the lives of Susquehanna Valley residents. I'm Freddi Hammer, News Director at Backyard Broadcasting. February is American Heart Month, and February 7th is National Wear Red Day, which is a day to raise awareness about heart disease. On InTouch today, we're partnering with UPMC about the effort locally. And on the phone today, we're with registered nurse Robin Dawson from the UPMC Life Center. Good morning, Robin.
Good morning. How are you?
Great, thank you. Also on the phone is Tyler Wagner, who's the manager of communications for UPMC. Hi, Tyler.
Hello. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. It's great to be with you today and for American Heart Month in February, Robin, as a registered nurse. You work for the Life Center, UPMC's Life Center. Tell us a little bit about what the Life Center is all about and how long has it been around?
Oh, the Life Center has been around for over 20 years now. Used to be at the Lycoming Mall, and we moved here about 4 years ago to partner in the YMCA, partner with programs for the YMCA. And so we work together and collaborate with them for many different endeavors, and one of them is coming up this Friday, the 7th of February, Wear Red Day, National Wear Red Day.
UPMC has a lot of opportunities and programs for the public. Let me ask Tyler Wagner, the UPMC Life Center is certainly something that the public can gather around. This is a place for information and helping with the different screenings. How does the Life Center serve the community, Tyler?
So the Life Center is a great community outreach piece of our organization, and like Robin said, it has a very long history of serving the community. Despite where, the location might be, as we said, we moved from the mall to kind of be more centered in the city here not too long ago when the Williamsport YMCA kind of built their new facility here. And it's a very integrated approach, similar to like what Robin said there. We noticed that we were seeing a lot of the same community members and that we needed to really embed a facility like this that's focused so much on prevention and outreach and information sharing. And the best place to do that is a place like the YMCA. You have so many community members coming here for their different programming or for just to generally work out or whatever it may be. It's a community gathering spot. And the Life Center here in Williamsport is right in the main entrance at the Y. So there's a lot of people as they come and go that just stop in. They're getting information from our main lobby area. They're talking to our staff like Robin and her volunteers. And they're getting a lot of things done that, they might not always be thinking about. And especially if they're only going to see a doctor maybe once a year, but they can come in here and get these screenings all the time when the Life Center is open, or just get that information that might not always be accessible to them. So it's really great to have a facility like this.
And I'm sure it's wonderful to have a woman like Robin as a registered nurse and your volunteers, Robin. What kind of work do you coordinate together?
Well, I'm here primarily, and the volunteers that we have here are fabulous, and they many of them are retired nurses themselves. What they will do every day when people come in is they provide blood pressure screenings, heights, weights, BMI testing, and those are available on the 7th as well, just so people are aware.
Sure.
So at any time they can come in and they can have those blood pressures screened. That would be between 8 and 4 o'clock each day that we're open. And so they can come in, they can get their blood pressures, heart rates, oxygen levels checked. They can ask health-related questions. When I'm here, I'm happy to answer their questions. I also provide screenings such as osteoporosis screenings free to the public by appointment, and do a variety of things like safe sitter classes for adolescents. There's a great deal of programming that is available here. You just have to, we do have a website where we list what is going on here at the Life Center. Mm-hmm. It is upmcsusquehanna.org, and I encourage people to look on there and see if we have what they are looking for here. We do have a lot of preventative programs. Not only do we provide screenings such as blood pressure, but when people come in and they're concerned about their blood pressure, they're concerned about maybe their risk factors, they can ask questions to learn about how to bring their blood pressure down through lifestyle changes. There's often a lot of things that you can do to lower your risk for heart disease and lower your risk for the consequences of heart disease.
What kind of symptoms are we talking about when something that you're concerned? Like, is it going to be heart palpitations or anything a little more subtle than that?
When people come in here, sometimes they're generally not feeling well. Mm-hmm. Not always. That's just if there's a concern.
Sure.
They generally might say that they're not feeling well. They might be having heart palpitations, or their heart rate might be too fast or irregular, and we notice that. That is not necessarily a blood pressure thing that is out, but it is a significant heart concern when we see that. But when they come in, they typically are just concerned because their doctor has made them aware that they may have high blood pressure, and the doctor would like them to be screened more often to see if they really do have high blood pressure and not are just presenting at the doctor's office with what we call white coat syndrome.
Okay, yeah, being a little more nervous.
Yeah, a lot of times people are nervous when they go to their physician, and their blood pressure might be a little higher than it would normally be. When they come regularly to the Life Center, they can see how their blood pressure appears on a normal basis. A lot of our volunteers work on specific days, and if, say, you always come on Thursday, you get used to that volunteer, so you're comfortable with that volunteer, and you have the blood pressure done with the same person. So that can help that patient to really start showing who they are and what their true blood pressure actually looks like.
When you have the different volunteers who are also, many of them, like you say, registered nurses, that can also encourage a rapport between the public and the people who are working at UPMC Life Center.
Most definitely. There's a level of trust there. Yeah, as I said, most are nurses. Not all of them are. So when you're getting health advice, you need to make sure that you're speaking to the nurse.
Well, what are some other risk factors that we can take care of? There's diet and exercise, of course, and being partnered with the YMCA. I'm sure these are things that go hand in hand at the UPMC Life Center.
There are a number of risk factors for heart disease, and genetics plays only one part of that. A lot of people assume that they're going to develop heart disease because mom or dad did, or maybe a number of people in the family did. What you need to consider is it's possible that you may have adopted the same lifestyle behaviors as your parents.
Interesting.
It may not be genetics. Of course, genetics does play a role, and that's not something that you can change. But there are other risk factors that you can change. Making sure that you are getting physical activity on a regular basis. It's recommended at least 30 minutes of activity a day, most days of the week, and we oftentimes fall short of that. If you're a smoker, quit smoking. That plays a huge role. Knowing your numbers, I'll tell you a little bit more about that in just a second, but knowing your numbers is really, really important as well. Eating a nutritious diet, being mindful of what you're eating proper portion sizes for your size, that's really, really important. Physical activity is one of the biggest things that we can do, though. Now, I mentioned knowing your numbers. We all need to be active participants in our health care. It's very important for us to not only go to the doctors, see our doctor, and make sure we're well, but actually know for ourselves what's going on in our bodies. So we want to know our blood pressure, get it taken on a regular basis, and know what it is. You want to know your total cholesterol, your HDL cholesterol. That's your healthy cholesterol. HDL, think of healthy. It's a good way of remembering that.
Oh, with the H at the beginning.
Your LDL is your lousy cholesterol. Oh, I remember that one.
That's good. Straight from the nurse.
Right there, yeah. So you want to know your blood pressure, your total cholesterol, your HDL cholesterol, your glucose level, and your BMI. Your BMI is your body mass index. If you're a diabetic, you also want to know your A1C.
Okay. When you have different symptoms, as just a person living life, is this something that can happen without any lifestyle mistakes? Can something genetically just happen where you have these problems and you're eating well and exercising, but you have it anyway?
Yes, that definitely does happen. And we do see people that do everything right. And they're making all their own foods. They're making sure that the sodium in their food is low. They're exercising regularly. They're just active in their lifestyles, and yet, even so, they develop heart disease, or their blood pressure rises, or they have an arrhythmia, and these things just happen in those cases. But the majority of the time, lifestyle changes can be implemented to lower our risk.
Well, we're lucky that we have UPMC's Life Center to help the people that may not have the risk factors. They just, all right, I'll go in, and there they find something and can take care of it. How lucky for us. Yeah,
we feel lucky as well to be able to partner with the members in our community to make sure that we have that available to them.
Well, tell me a little bit about the facility, the UPMC Life Center itself on 641 Walnut Street. How does the building go? Do you tell us what we can expect when we walk into the UPMC Life Center?
So when you come in the Y doors, a lot of people ask where it's at. So it's really so easy to find. You come right into the YMCA, and we're right on the right. As soon as you come in the door, we're right on the right. We're real easy to find. Walk in. You don't need an appointment for routine blood pressure screening. Appointments are necessary for some of our other testing, but when we advertise something is going on a certain day, we will let you know whether or not an appointment is necessary. But just walk in the door, and if you don't see someone out in the very front room, just say, hey, I'm here. We'll be out in just a second. If we're not out front, sometimes a volunteer might be in the back. That's okay. And we'll be out to help you. Come in and relax for a minute. It's best if you relax a little bit before you get your blood pressure done.
Okay.
If you have time to do that, take a few minutes and relax. We've got a nice waiting area for you. Ask our staff about any of the things that we might have upcoming. We have things all the time. We have lab screenings, too, so you might want to ask what all is going on. So,
is there a website where we can find information on the different schedules besides finding out right at the facility itself?
Sure. The website is upmcsusquehanna.org.
All right, we'll check that out for any time of the year. But at this point, February 7th, Friday, February 7th, partnering UPMC as well at the Life Center as well as the YMCA right there in the building. Go on in and get your screenings done, take care of all these things. And I guess a little peace of mind for us, isn't it, Robin?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And on that day, on February 7th, we encourage everyone, wear red, come on out to the Life Center that day. When you are wearing red to the Life Center and the YMCA on that day, we'll have many screenings available to you. We'll do your cholesterol test. We'll check your blood pressure. BMI testing is done. Glucose testing will be done that day. And for everyone wearing red to the Y in a visible location, we have to see it, you can get into the Y free of charge all day. So there will be you can come as many times as you want to and swim in the pool or work out upstairs, join a class. So come on out, but make sure you're wearing that red. We're also going to have a drawing for a 3-month membership to the YMCA.
Great.
There will be one of those offered, as well as gift cards to local grocery stores.
Where do you find your volunteers, Robin? Are they people that work with the health system, or can they just call you up and say, I'm interested in helping?
Sometimes they work with the health system and have retired from the health system, but that's often not the case. It's people in the community who might have an interest in helping others or an interest in health care themselves, or maybe they had a previous job as a nurse. Mm-hmm. And so we will accept those that do not have a nursing background as well, because I can teach them how to do the blood pressures.
It seems like a wonderful place to volunteer, Robin, because you have the opportunity to be at the Y as well as sort of just a fitness atmosphere.
It is, and people are lovely. We get some of the nicest people that come in through here, so it's a very pleasant environment to work in and volunteer. And the shifts are short. They're 4-hour volunteer shifts at a time, usually once a week. And they can work with me to come up with a schedule that suits them. It's usually a recurring day, so if you're a Tuesday person, usually you're on that Tuesday. And they can access our application for volunteering on our website, upmcsusquehanna.org.
Well, Robin Dawson, it's been wonderful to speak with you as the UPMC Life Center coordinator, as well as Tyler Wagner, still there, manager of communications for UPMC. Thank you both for sharing about UPMC Life Center National Wear Red Day, February 7th. See you next Friday wearing red.
Thank you so much.
Yep, thanks for having us.
So head out to UPMC Life Center inside the YMCA at 641 Walnut Street in Williamsport. If you wear red on National Wear Red Day, February 7th, you'll be able to take advantage of the YMCA facilities for free for the day. Find out about the UPMC Life Center, too, and their schedule of screenings for February, American Heart Month, at upmcsusquehanna.org. InTouch is locally produced in our studios at 1685 4 Mile Drive in Williamsport. To get in touch with us regarding questions, comments, or topic ideas, call weekdays between 8 and 5, 570-323-8200. You can also write to us at 1685 4 Mile Drive in Williamsport, PA, 17701. Attention Freddi Hammer. or email me at backyardbroadcasting.com. For archive programs of our InTouch series, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, Backyard Broadcasting. Each current weekly program is featured on the Backyard Broadcasting websites. Thanks for listening to InTouch, a production of Backyard Broadcasting.